sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept your winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome here once again on this Saturday, Labor Day weekend here to the South Boston Speedway here for the Nightcap, round 14 of the Body Armor Cup Series season number 1 here. We're at the second race of the Firestone Mid Season Bash here tonight, this time under the lights here. Obviously, we had a thriller in the day. Scott Upton claiming his first career win, first win of the season in a pretty exciting race. Did enter under a yellow, but ton of great racing throughout that race there in the day cap earlier today. Now we go racing in the night. Obviously, we had the Home Depot Pro Series finish up here not too long ago. And we had the Turkey Hill Series Championship over in Darlington, so it's been a pretty dank weekend of racing here. And we're going to cap out this Saturday night here under the lights at South Boston. Short track Saturday night here. Anytime you get that, that's a good thing here. But join alongside Trey right here in the booth for tonight's Nightcap. I know it's been a while. We've seen a lot of changes here, and we had a pretty crazy race to start the day off, 105 laps in the day, but we go longer here tonight, 125 under the lights. What are you expecting once the green flag drops here for the Nightcap tonight?
Well, if I don't know, just it's a night race here at South Boston, like we saw in the day race. If it can absolutely, like the wrecks here, there's a lot of calamity can happen, as there are very little escape routes, as that pit wall on the inside extends all the way around the racetrack except in turns 3 and 4. So there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, especially if there is a wreck here. So it's definitely going to be a very, very fun and chaotic race here at the South Boston Speedway.
Should definitely be interesting. Points update for you after the day cap. Josh Williamson is still the leader, but Angel Oliveira is right back to him. It's now only 1 point separating the top two. They've been topsy-turvy all year, and it's getting close once again. Scott Upton has forced his way up to third place, 15 off the lead. Justin Zeidel is now slid back just a little bit after a poor finish in the day cap. He's 19 off the lead. You got Brandon Nelson, he's back in 5th, 62 points. So he lost some time in the day race. Dustin Davis is up to 6th. Arthur Xavier holding strong there in 7th with 58. Equan Haslam, Colton Yo, Dale Lightning round out the top 10 in points. And Stuart Grattan Motorsports, they're starting to open up that lead in the owner's points. 3rd win of the season, and they're now 18 points clear of Ryan Racing here. So it's going to be, we're going to have to take a look here to see how this is going to play out tonight. But they could leave here with a colossal lead if things go right for them. Obviously, as we had earlier, we had the day race. It was a top 16 field invert, so by virtue of the invert, Brock Nelson wins the pole for tonight's race. He ran most of the day race, just sitting there a lap down with that torn up race car, but it paid out for him in the end because he starts on the pole tonight looking for his 2nd win of the season. Fitzy will start alongside him in 2nd position, looking for his 1st win of the season. Dale Lightning, Brett Sierra, Bronson Minnick. So Minnick and Sierra, 2 guys who were fast in the day race. William Brock, Tristan Allen, Chase Buck, he led about 34 laps in the day race, so he's definitely going to be one to watch for here in the Nightcap. Tristan Allen, Josh Williamson, and Davey Johnson, the 2 Jacoan Racing teammates, long up behind inside them. 125 laps, pit fuel window somewhere in the 45 to 60 lap range, but we are set to go racing here under the lights for racing for the 2nd time today on this Saturday Labor Day weekend. Who's your pick to win tonight, Trey Wright?
I think that number 12 of Bronson Minnick, starting then the 3rd row on the inside lane, is going to end up in Body Armor Victory Lane.
It'll be interesting to watch, but here we go. Pace cars away, green flag is out, and we're racing again at South Boston. Lap number 1 in the books. Brock Nelson, Dale Lightning, Zachary Fitzwater, a trio of Dodges leading. But Chase Buck trying to pick up where he left off. They're 3 wide behind them. We saw that didn't always end well in the day race. William Brock going to split the middle there. They're so far so good here in the early goings of this race. Fitzy sliding a little ways back. Chase Buck's moving up. Davey Johnson's moving up. 2 guys who had fast cars but didn't get the finishes in the day race. Chase Buck's moving down to the bottom. Lightning slides wide. So far, so good here. Lap number 4 in the books of this race.
Yeah, the 27 of Lightning through 3 and 4 did not get a good entrance, and he's going to be stuck on that outside lane on the start, not working really well. And Lightning is going to lose second. He's going to lose third to Alexander Rowe here in just a couple of moments. They are still 3 wide mid-pack. This is still very dangerous here. Dustin Davis shooting the duck between Minnick and the 88 of Justin Zidell on that inside.
We got Zidell on the bottom trying to make up some spots in the early going. Oh, Tristan Allen's in the wall. No issue though. Obviously he loses time, but no wreck there. See Scott Upton has slid back a little bit. Oh, we've got a wreck, I see. Oh, Lips comes around. Oh, and it's the points leaders. Top 2 in points. Angel Olvera and Josh Williamson both take each other out early in the going on lap 7. We had a caution on lap 7 in the day cap, but this one's going to be big in the points. Huge implications here. Top 2 in points came into the nightcap here, separated by just a single point, and neither of them is going to score a single point here tonight. They are both out of the race. Lap 7. What a huge championship implications this is here.
Yeah, and a big crash in turn 2. I believe they hit that track opening there in turns 1 and 2, and that was probably a hard hit. Now we're going to see the field coming down. 22 of Nelson going to lead all of the field down. Doesn't appear that anyone's going to stay out, so now we could see some drivers possibly pulling some strategy early on in the going. But everybody is coming down here at Sobo.
Let's take a look here. Interesting call by all these guys. Every single car is pitting here in the early phases of this race. A little bit surprising. It's not like this we saw in the day cap. Tire wear wasn't too bad. Obviously tires do matter, but for having only ran 7 laps, a little interested on the strategy. Everyone's going right. I see nobody's. Oh, Alexander Rowe. I think he's trying to maybe take fuel only, and he's going to win the race off pit road over Fitzy, over Lightning, over Buck, Monaco. Brock Nelson is still up on the jacks on the right side. That's going to cost Brock Nelson huge here. He is going to go all the way outside the top 20, I believe. What a costly pit stop. Oh, and now we have this issue here. The guys who... Oh, this is going to get interesting. So the guys who are in the back, who had slow stops, are going to merge in front of the leaders. So this is going to get a very interesting restart. Troxel, Haslam, Hamid, Keegan Thompson. And then obviously the rest of these guys are where they're supposed to be, but obviously we have an incident we do have to review. Top 2 guys there did get taken out in that accident, so we'll take a look and see what happened there. So watching the replay here, take a look at this 75 and the 25. Lipscomb blows a motor. Now Angel Olvera makes some contact with him, and this is where it's going to get ugly. Right in front of the man who did this at New Smyrna. Olvera and Williamson hook each other into the outside exit wall where the safety trucks go. That is a colossal hit there for both the 75 and the 25. Top 2 in points take each other out here early in the going.
Going along here, following 75 of Angel Olvera, just an unfortunate chain of events. You see Lipscomb blowing up in the 48. That slows all these guys down. You're going to see Angel Olvera get hooked by Josh Williamson. That is a hard lick, and then Nathan Faden, who had a hard hit himself earlier this season at New Smyrna, is just going to hit the side of the door, that 25, get a little bit of cosmetic damage, but like you said, top 2 in points take each other out. That is a huge hit, and huge hit and huge points implications there. Just a really tough break for both of those guys early on in the going here at South Boston.
Lap number 12 here when we get the restart. Again, those 3 guys in front here, obviously this is a long pit road. Sometimes things do happen. So that's why they're sitting out in front. Alexander Rowe's the leader. Fitzy's in second. Lightning, Faden, Buck, Monaco, Zidell, Jonathan Logan, Ryan Durrani, Minnick, and Davey Johnson. We're back up through the gears and away back to the green. Already Dale Lightning's trying to look to the inside of Fitzy, see if he's going to make a move. But that 27 car going to get down into P2. Thompson's holding him up. Oh, but Thompson wants his lap back. He's going to split his teammate 3 wide. They make contact.
That got closer right there. Thompson is still crowding him now. Rowe walks up the racetrack nearly.
Oh, and he's in the wall.
He's in the wall. That's going to open the door for Lightning on the inside preferred line. There's still 3 wide here. This is going to get dangerous right here off of turn 4. Good Lord.
Oh, goodness. Alexander Rowe not going to be happy. That was his teammate in the 69. Squeezed him out. Now it's going to move Fitzy to the bottom with a chance to go to second. Chase Buck is looking back there, ready to pounce if he gets the opportunity. Monaco, Homage just stuck in traffic now. Zidell, Jonathan Logan's starting to pit road. I don't know what's wrong with the 54 car. But all these guys, these guys who got caught out by the long pit road are loving this right now. Here they go back up for the lead. Fitzy wants the lead. He's going to get down to the bottom of Lightning. Lightning's way wide into the wall.
Yeah, that outside lane is not the place to be, especially on these restarts. Monaco going for P2 as Logan continuing to be on the pit road. Something amiss on the 54. Monaco, Fitzy and Eric Monaco, 2 of the most seasoned drivers in NR 2003 offline, running 1-2 respectively. Monaco did not get a good entry into turns 3 and 4. That's going to open the door for Dale Lightning on the inside. Doing it for Dale. Just got edged out by Monaco there onto the turns 1 and 2.
There goes Dale Lightning, though, back down to second. He's not quite, I don't think he can take the points lead tonight if he wins, but he's close enough. He knows what's at stake, and he knows that he has a shot at potentially walking out of here with a really, really close jump to the point lead. If he could get a win tonight, clears the pack for second. Now Rose trying to get his way back up. You got the 2 Beast Racing teammates of Monaco and Zidell down there battling for 4th position. Zidell also knows a lot's at stake here tonight if he could pull off a win. So he's definitely going to be gunning hard. Wants to leave here with the points lead. Gets by his teammate. Now Faden's moving up. And don't look now, last week's winner from last Saturday at Lime Rock, Brandon Nelson trying to sweep the day here for Stuart Grattan Motorsports.
That was a really close call for Chase Buck in the 84. They were almost 3 wide there off of turn 4. Almost clipped the 38 of Ryan Durrani on the middle line, but they're all going to get through it just fine. Longest green flag run of the race after that really chaotic first turn of events. The first 15 laps were absolute chaos, but getting a nice green flag run here. And the second I say that, someone's probably going to flip over, so I'm going to keep my trap shut on that one.
Oh, double 3 wide action here. Alpha B Sierra, they make a little contact. Sierra washes up the track.
Real wide there, going real wide.
This is a unique short track. You have a lot of grooves, but you don't have a lot of grooves necessarily to work with. See, Buck is in the wall there a little bit in that AMG throwback there. A lot of good throwback schemes out here this weekend, but so far so good for the 08 of Zachary Fitzwater. Just checking out here, chilling up in the lead. Now Lightning's under pressure from Zidell. Zidell wants to get down to the bottom, move that 88 to P2.
Yes, so it is currently Fitzwater with a 1-car barrier buffer. He's got the 69 of Keegan Thompson, the right between him and Zidell. That is a dogfight for third between the 27 of Lightning and 98 of Faden. Faden's going to take the final podium position away. Dale Lightning really been falling off. He is still on that wide groove. He's going to lose, probably fall outside the top 5 here real quick, unfortunately.
Dale Lightning just cannot get that car back down to the bottom where he needs it to be in order to start making time back up to the leaders. He's going to lose a spot to Rowe, and Nelson's on the move. Brandon Nelson, his teammate Scott Upton, started the first race, I believe, in 21st. And Nelson obviously had a pretty poor starting position from the accident he had in the day cap of this, but he's moving his way up through the field. Stuart Grattan Motorsports, they would love, even if he can't win, getting a huge points day again would be huge for them and the owners. He gets by Lightning, slides it wide. Now he's going to try and get around Rowe. Looking to the outside, nothing doing yet. See Zidell up front here is still stuck behind Keegan Thompson, and that is allowing Zachary Fitzwater. He is just checked out here. I think it's going to be close if we take a look here at the stripe. Almost, let's see here, 1.8 seconds almost. Here's the gap for Zachary Fitzwater. Definitely in the zone early.
Yeah, and it's car 08, car 88, and car 8, 1, 2, 3 right now. I feel like this race is kind of in a simulation right now, but obviously it's not wink wink as Fitzy continues to lead. He did lose about 16 hundredths of a second there to Zidell, who's just desperately trying to get around Keegan Thompson, but Thompson being really fussy in that 69 car. He's just blocking that low lane, the dominant line for Zidell. Zidell looking high, looking low. And while he's trying to look, that's gonna. Oh, now here he goes wide to the corner.
Now lap car.
Go to his inside.
Yeah, the lap car, Nathan Faden, is going to get down his inside. Nathan Faden running 27th. These guys up here, I mean, it's kind of tough because the 69 and the 98, they're still battling to finally have a chance to get their lap back. They're not slow cars. They just got caught out by the long pit road here, but up front, it's still Fitzy. Hasm and Trox are kind of just sitting there. Definitely seem to be fast enough to keep away from Fitzy. See, now these two are battling. That is going to slow Zidell up. He's down. The lead is now over 2 seconds for Fitzy. See, Dale Lightnin's going to jump his way back into the picture here, looking to see. Going to take a look. Not quite there yet for that 27 machine.
He did not have the edge going into turns 1 and 2. Trying to get a foot in the door. Zidell really going wide. Now 27 is going to get a bumper in there, but can he take the position away from Zidell? Looks like through the corner on it. Place position away.
There goes that 27, Dale Lightning, who's definitely had a solid past couple of weeks here. Not winning races, but he had a top 5 at Watkins Glen, top 10 at Lime Rock Park. Had a couple of nice performances. Michigan. I can't remember where we were in between Watkins Glen and we were at Indianapolis. Had a decent run at Indianapolis till the fuel mileage caught him out. So Dale Lightnin's having a nice upswing this season, along with Justin Zidell, two guys who've definitely performed better. Rose holding there in 4th. Brandon Nelson can't keep that without notice. He's trying to see if he can put his name back up top on the top of the scoreboard. At the very least, open the gap for his team and the owner's points. You got Monaco still just sitting there with a nice day so far. Chase Harris, Robbie Noonan's moving up. Brett Sierra and Patrick Smith started 32nd on the field, but he has moved his way all the way up to the 10th position already.
Yeah, and that lead continues to increase for Zachary Fitzwater, almost a full 3 seconds. But the question of pit stops coming up on the first set of green flag pit stops here in just a couple of laps, probably 10 laps or so, I would say. This is going to really shake things up as Fitzy continues to have a huge lead over the 27 of Dale Lightning.
Yeah, that 08 car is completely skating on rails tonight. Absolutely flying out there. He's got the second fastest lap of the race. His lead is just continuing to be immense. And without a caution, even if this stays green the whole way, Dale Lightning, Zidell, these boys back here are going to have a hard time. But here goes Nelson. He won last Saturday. He did not have a good race in the day cap, but he is moving his way, chugging through the field all the way up to the 4th position already. Definitely seems to have the fastest car on track.
Yeah, he knows what's at stake with the Oh no, somebody's blowing up.
Oh, it's Dale Lightning.
Dale Lightning. And now for Brandon Nelson, even more is going to be at stake because top 3 guys ahead of him in points are taken out.
Oh my goodness, Brandon Nelson, the only guy I think left in front of him. Oh, they're 3 wide. Brett Sierra, Chase Harris, Eric Monaco.
Oh, Monaco really wide. They're gonna.
Oh, we've got a caution somewhere.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Colton Yo's got some damage. I don't see anybody spun around. Oh, hold on. I see skid marks, so somebody has definitely crashed.
It might have been Yo.
It might have been Colton Yo.
For Brandon Nelson, a ton. We got a log jam on the back straightaway.
Oh my goodness. I see some little bit of damage on William Brock. Alphabee. Alright, so Alphabee's got heavy rear end damage. Ooh. Well, Zachary Fitzwater, this is the one thing he didn't want to see, because when they were coming to the stripe, he was closing in on probably getting a 4-second lead here, the way that was going. And that's not going to work out now for him. But like you were saying, Brandon Nelson, the only 2 guys left on track now in front of him. He's got Scott Upton and Justin Zidell are the only 2 guys left on track who are in front of him into points. Dale Lightning is currently behind him, but obviously he was set to gain. We'll take a look here, see how this is going to play out with these pit stops here. I'm imagining at this point everyone's probably taken 4.
Yeah, I would say so myself. I would say so too. Just they were within the fuel and tire window, so I would fully say that everyone's just gonna take a nice set of 4 insert manufacturer name tires here is Dustin Davis with a lot of hood damage in the 70. And you see, looks like Rowe taking 2 tires.
Oh, Fitzy taking 2.
Contact, Fitzwater into 22.
So it's a little bit of pit road trouble, but he still wins the race off. Zidell, Brandon Nelson's up to 3rd. Rowe, Robbie Noonan, Brett Sierra, Monaco, Chase Harris. But we have some guys who have rolled the dice and have stayed out.
Yeah, definitely going to be very, very interesting to see, or I'm not sure. A couple of those guys, I know Dustin Davis might just be caught on the tail end of the lead lap, but the 11 of Patrick Smith currently leading the race right now with Tristan Allen and Ryan Durrani behind him.
So we're going to take a look here. We'll update you all on this restart here in just a few moments. We have to take a look first at the wreck that brought out our second caution of the day in the second Firestone race of the Firestone Mid Season Bash.
So just one real-time replay coming off of 4 3-wide situation between Dustin Davis and Christopher Alphabet. Alphabet gets pinched into the outside wall, triggers the caution lights, and thankfully that was the only incident. A lot bigger lackluster incident in the hard hit that we saw early on in the race. But the guy that just kind of screws the most is Alphabet's teammate of Zachary Fitzwater, who was going to have a 4-second lead before he was unfortunately turned. So let's see what Fitzy can do on the restart here at the South Boston Speedway.
Back here for the restart, it'll be lap 51. Patrick Smith, Tristan Allen, Ryan Durrani rolling the dice and staying out. Now these guys right here, Upton, Colton Yo, Davey Johnson, Christopher Alphabet, Dustin Davis, Chase Buck are all a lap down. I'm not entirely sure if it's just a pit cycle, but Fitzy is in 4th. And then it's Zidell, Nelson, Rowe, Robbie Noonan, Brett Sear, and Eric Monaco. But here they go back up through the gears into the restart. Patrick Smith on the bottom. He's got a whole hungry horde there. Tristan Allen wants a win. Ryan Durrani, Pontiac teammate there, wants to also get a win and join his teammate William Brock as the winner there for American Motorsports this year. Durrani to the inside, looking strong there to Allen. Going to try and take that second spot away.
Yeah, I'm really not liking this pit strategy as I'm thinking of it more, because they were all 32 of these guys, well, all 31 of the guys that weren't knocked out.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zidell's on pit road.
Well, that changes a lot of things, but like I said, just like I was saying, these guys were all within the pit window, so I would fully expect these guys to duck down on the pit road. Someone else is blowing up. That's William Brock in the 34. Another engine expiring here for the American Motorsports driver, unfortunately. And now Alexander Rowe is on pit road, another guy that was running up there.
This race,
oh my goodness.
My goodness, the calamity we have seen between the Nightcap and the day, but here we go. Durrani wants to battle for the lead. Down to the inside, I think he might get it there on the 11.
Meanwhile, Fitzy using a couple of cars as car shields, or human shields in this case. He is plowing his way. He's underneath his teammate. It's a whole hornet's nest up here in the front. Durrani to the lead. Fitzy to second, using the 84 as a battering ram. Durrani really wide to the corner. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater, ladies and gentlemen.
Back up to the front where he's been all night. Oh, Alphabet and Dustin Davis 4 wide on the front stretch. Oh, and there they go, up into the wall. Upton, Smith, Xavier, it's the big one at South Boston. A bunch of cars in there. Oh goodness, you had a feeling. Oh, and Sierra's in the wall.
Sierra gets packed.
Well, you had a feeling, given how much of a nest that was turning up to in the front of the field. Unfortunately, I don't know if that was avoidable there. They got 4 wide. Dustin Davis and Alphabet were up in the high lane again. Came back down, it was 4 wide coming down the front stretch, and Scott Upton's going to absolutely get the worst of that one there. Fitzy, yeah, you have to give him props, drove through the field on that restart.
I know, just those 4 new tires on that 08 just really proven to be really proved to help him drive up through the field. Now he's going to come down pit road, and now we're going to see Durrani come down with him. So I think this strategy might work out for Durrani in the long run, but just have to wait and see. Harris and a lot of other guys coming down. think these guys are just all lap down cars. Unfortunately, the 11 of Smith was leading on that restart, I believe, and unfortunately taken out in a 4-wide situation. And turns 1 and 2 have been definitely calamity corner here at the South Boston Speedway tonight.
That's an understatement. We've definitely seen a lot of chaos down in that side of the racetrack tonight. See all the lap cars dive into pit road here. I don't know what's going on with Zidell and Rowe, but we're going to take a look here. See, we're running out of guys on the lead lap here. Fitzy, Brandon Nelson, there are not going to be too many cars left on the lead lap to battle this out for the win. At the rate these guys are going here tonight, and obviously there's going to be plenty of these guys with damage. Oh, as we have more contact on pit road. The sounds of it there, but taking a look there. Monaco, Sierra, Noonan, Allen. We've got, who else do we got here? Chase Harris, Ryan Durrani, Brandon Nelson. I don't know why these lap cars are still merging in, but let's take a look here. We're going to go look at the restart, or go look at the calamity here, and review the caution before we hit the restart here at the South Boston Speedway. Watch here. So Dustin Davis and Christopher Alphaby, who brought out the caution that led to this restart. Dustin Davis, I don't know if he and Alphaby are just not exchanging Christmas cards or something, but he slides up, and they're going to get into the wall here. Now this is where it goes kind of wrong, because Smith, Scott Upton, they slide down to avoid it, and Scott Upton inadvertently gets hooked by Equan Haslam, who slides up, turns him, takes out Patrick Smith. That is a massive shot to the rear by Patrick Smith. Troxel gets damaged. Xavier gets a bunch of damage. See, you're going to watch here. Keegan Thompson. Brock Nelson's going to get some damage. I saw Robbie Noonan with some damage. A lot of cars torn up here on this, our third caution of the night here in the Firestone Mid Season Bash Race 2.
So we're in the real-time replay. Just simply a bad incident that just got worse and worse as more it unfolded. See, 4 wide to the corner. Upton getting turned by Equan Haslam into Patrick Smith, and then nowhere for a lot of these guys to go. Like we were saying at the top of the show, just very little escape routes here at the South Boston Speedway. So a lot of guys weren't involved in the initial miss of that, and then you see Upton giving Brett Sear a little bit of a rear end pack right there. So unfortunate for a lot of these guys that were running sort of up in the middle to front, but especially for Scott Upton. Not a good run here for him at the South Boston Speedway tonight. Just a really unfortunate turn of events for a lot of these guys.
So we're coming to the restart here, whether it be by strategy, luck, we're not entirely sure given everything that's gone on tonight, but Igor Barretto's the leader. Fitzy's in second. Nelson, Minnick is not actually up there. Ryan Durrani's in fourth. Chase Harris, Tristan Allen, Robbie Noonan, Brett Sierra, Eric Monaco. Patrick Smith's your top 10. Chase Buck is in 11. And Christopher Alphaby's in 12th. So we have 12 cars left on the lead lap here at South Boston. We're halfway through the race. We'll see how this plays out here for the rest of the race. But Barretto's up front. Zidell's trying to get his lap back immediately. I just don't think Barretto's going to hold off long there with all these guys on fresh tires.
Especially Fitzy has just been super freaking dominant all night long. He's stalking that 51's back bumper, just waiting to make his move, waiting for Barretto to slip up, but he is on the inside lane, Barretto is. So he does have a little bit of a buffer. Now we got cars coming back onto pit lane. Saw Monaco, Tristan Allen, and somebody else. So
I don't know
16.
what is going on with the strategy. Monaco and Allen were on the lead lap, so now we're going to have even less cars on the lead lap. 3 wide there for some position.
Oh, back close right there between Thompson and Davis. There's still going to be 2 wide. Actually, no, not Davis. Davis. I don't know what I'm talking about. Keegan Thompson and Dustin Davis. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly.
Oh, let's see here, though. Brandon Nelson trying to force his way back around Fitzy. Now, keep in mind, obviously, we figure Barretto still has to pit. Figure most of these guys do. Kind of interesting. Barretto looks like he has some front-end damage, but he's still holding his own out there in the lead. Has got a little bit of, just a small gap over these 2 Australians. And obviously, Robbie Noonan is closing his way in. You've got Durrani's closing his way back up, Brett Sierra, Chase Harris, and I mean, that's basically it at this point. Patrick Smith is somewhere, but he's got damage. It's 8 guys, it's 7 guys currently here in the top 7. because everybody else is a lap down or more, or Christopher Alphaby, who's just completely torn up. But here they come through 3 and 4. Nelson slides it a little too wide. Now Zeidel's going to get to the bottom of him. Obviously, we saw Zeidel pit. Not entirely sure why under the green there. We'll have to see if that strategy plays out for him. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide almost. Not quite.
Minnick thought better of doing that poor decision. Nelson going to get posted up on the high lane, and 50 is going to take the second position away. Desperately trying to get around the 88 of Justin Zeidel so he can possibly get to the 51's back bumper, but I'm surprised Barreto is still hanging tough in that 51, but Fitzy might be on his back bumper here shortly. To the inside goes the god of NR 2003 on the 88 of Justin Zeidel.
Fitzy, obviously we know Fitzy, I mean, he doesn't even have to necessarily make a move as quickly as he would maybe want to, but he has cleared the lap cars. So it's going to be the Australian team versus the 2 Australian drivers, and don't look now, the 79 of Robbie Noonan. Haven't talked about him too much this year. He is moving his way up into 4th in that Tequila Patron throwback. You got Brett Sierra and Ryan Durrani's now up in there. And then Chase Harris is kind of struggling a little bit back in 7th. He's lost some time with the leaders, and again, that's still it as far as guys there, but here they go back again, Fitzy and Brandon Nelson. Brandon Nelson is not done. He wants to get around Fitzy here for the second position.
I got a little sketchy there with the 79 of Noonan, almost losing it off of 4. Nelson to the inside of Fitzwater, posts him up on the outside. Fitzy is going to lose that position and possibly a couple of more with the 79 and a lot of other guys coming up, but Igor Barreto still in the race lead, but he's got Bronson Minnick right on his bumper. That's going to be huge, and with lap traffic coming up, that's going to play into it as well.
Yeah, you got these 2 cars, Alphaby and Alexander Rowe. I don't know how much they are slowing up the field here, but see Barreto, he's still holding out there. You just got to wonder how much of that was due to the fact that the leaders, these guys are battling behind him, but here goes Brett Sierra. He's cleared Robbie Noonan. He wants around Fitzy, slides him wide. Oh, Durrani slides Robbie Noonan way up the track, but they save it. I guess the one thing about the fact there's so many cars either a lap down or out of the race right now, you're not going to see that as much of that 3 wide that we saw earlier on in the race that caused a lot of those incidents.
Minnick trying to get to the inside of Barreto here. Past halfway, almost obviously here in the second race in the Nightcap. And Minnick, I should say, right on the back bumper. And we got a couple battles for the lead side by side for the top position. Minnick is going to put Barreto out on the high side, and Bronson Minnick in the number 12 is going to go to the race lead here.
He's not the leader, but that's an important pass by. That's an important pass by him because that's going to get one of his laps back, and now he's the first guy 1 lap down. Now this is the battle for the Minnick has his lap back. This is the battle for the lead. Sierra's going to go to the inside of Barreto, put Brett Sierra up in front. I think this is the first time he has led a lap all season here.
Yeah, I apologize for that misinformation, ladies and gentlemen. Now Sierra is actually the race leader. I got a little excited because I thought, hey, my pick to win the race is in the lead now. So, but Brett Sierra in that number 77 Cottonelle Camry is up here in the lead. Barreto, I should say, is going to be falling back with those old tires. Nelson's a P2 here on the back straightaway.
Now this is going to be interesting. Ryan Durrani's up into the 4th position. Fitzy's kind of sliding back a little bit, struggling there as this run goes on. You have to wonder if he just doesn't have the car for this here to be back in traffic. But here they go, top 3. You have to give this 51 and Barreto props. He is sticking with these leaders given that he has damage and he has older tires here.
Definitely is. Now, what does Nelson do? I think he has a slightly better car on the long run than Brett Sierra does. He is just lurking behind that 77, waiting to make his move. Goes a little bit wide there. Number 2 of Colton Yo is a lap down, so he's not a factor. Fitzy going to try and go to the inside of Barreto here for the 3rd position, I believe that is.
Here goes Fitzy trying to get back on that podium spot. He'll get down to the bottom and put Fitzy back in the top 3. This is where it's going to start to get really interesting here. Obviously, I don't know how much strategy is going to come into play, but all of the guys who can still win this race and are not a lap down, basically on the same straightaway here. See all of them, they're top 7. Take a look there through the rest of the field. Obviously, Colton Neal right now is in 11th. He's a lap down. Ooh, Nelson ran really wide. That opens the door for Fitzy there. Now he's going to get that position. Fitzy's car struggled there on the start of the run, but you can see he's starting to work his way back up towards the front here late in the going of this race.
Indeed, he is. He has led the most laps tonight, if I'm not mistaken, and past the number 18 of Nelson on that inside lane. And now, I know I said this earlier, I kind of jinxed it earlier, but if this race does remain green, we are going to have a set of green flag pit stops, and that is going to shake things up extremely well with Fitzy up to P2. He just has two more cars to pass before he can try and get to the lead of Brett Sierra. Sierra currently with a 1.2 second lead over Fitzy. Winding down the laps here at the South Boston Speedway. I apologize for that long pause.
It's going to be interesting to see how this race, how the rest of this race unfolds. I think they may still have to pit, but it is entirely possible they may be good to go. Obviously, this isn't necessarily the highest of few mileage tracks. Durrani's up in 4th. He wants 3rd from Nelson. Take a look back through the field. Barretto's chilling out there in 5th, having a solid run. Robbie Noonan is in 6th, battling Chase Harris. They're having a nice battle there. Patrick Smith somewhere. He's holding on to the 8th position. Christopher Alphaby is sitting in front of the leader. He is a lap down. Bronson Minnick is in wherever that 12 car is. Oh, I think Troxel's in the wall there. So wherever the 12 car Bronson Minnick is, he is in 10th. He's the last man currently set to score a point. Colton Yo, he's in 11th. Uzmain Hamid, Justin Zidell, Nathan Faden, Chase Buck, Tristan Allen, Thomas Troxel, Dustin Davis, Davey Johnson has them. They round out the top 20, and then obviously got a bunch of guys there out of the race. Obviously the two big notables here, Josh Williamson and Angel O'Mara.
Yeah, really tough break for both of those guys. Fitzy is going to lose that position, and here creeping up into the top 3, Ryan Durrani we have not really mentioned him a whole lot tonight, but here he is right now in the final podium position, past the 18, I should say, of Brock Nelson in the not the 18, not Brock Nelson, Brandon Nelson, I should say, in the 18 for the 3rd position. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I've been doing that a lot.
Durrani moving his way up, just chugging through the field. Fitzy's definitely losing some time to Brett Sierra. Now it's interesting because Brett Sierra is just maintaining that buffer, but Uzmain Hamid added to that buffer that Brett Sierra has without Sierra needing to do anything. So we're going to have to see how this unfolds the rest of this race. Laps are winding down. There's going to be 26 to go at the line. So if one of these two wants to catch Brett Sierra, they're going to have to start making some moves here pretty soon. The laps are winding down. Now they are closing in. That is worth noting there. I can see there on the scoreboard. They're closing in as Bronson Minnick is trying to get his lap back. Because keep in mind too, while the race for the lead is going on, Bronson Minnick, Christopher Alphaby, Colton Yo, and Uzmain Hamid, they're all having their battle for 9th, 10th, the last 2 points here.
Yeah, that definitely could come into play later in the season. And now there's only a 1-car buffer. The 77 of Brett Sierra let the 12 of Minnick pass him. And now here comes, I don't know what I'm saying. Uzmain Hamid fell in between 2nd and 3rd, Fitzy and Durrani respectively. Fitzy is right now a man on a mission, has closed into less than a second over the 77 of Sierra. So it's going to be a race down to the wire with just about 20 to go here from South Boston.
Fitzy's closing. You can see Sierra struggling big time. These lap cars have definitely come alive later in the run, and Sierra's fallen off. He had a great start to the run, but now Durrani wants to get down to the bottom and see if he can get a shot at the win. He's going to get to the bottom. Fitzy trying to do it down the front straightaway. Fitzy's going to take the outside. That's going to hurt Fitzy there. Can't hold it there. He's going to probably lose the spot. Now he's going to come under fire from Brandon Nelson. Top 4, though, are all under a blanket here. They are going to settle this out. Here goes Durrani, though. Now he's going to square up and try and take the challenge here to the 77 car for the lead.
He is right on his inside. Durrani had a good entrance. Sierra did not. To the race lead, Ryan Durrani, as Brett Sierra is going to still be on the outside. Fitzy and Nelson cannot quite get there. Nelson to Fitzy's inside, almost got into him. got him a little airless there, but to the race lead, Ryan Durrani in the 38 with less than 20 laps to go here from South Boston.
Now he's got to start building a buffer fast because that 18 of Brandon Nelson wants to win for the second Saturday in a row. Here we go though, it's going to be under 20 to go now. Laps are definitely winding down. If you want this win, you're going to have to make a move quickly. Now, obviously keep in mind too, that 2-car Colton Yo is still trying to hold on for the 10th place and maybe gain an extra point here. So this is going to get really, really interesting to see how this plays out here. Brett Sears trying to get back up there. Usman Hamid is around Nelson. So that's going to cost Nelson a lot of time there coming off of 4. 16 laps to go here at the South Boston Speedway to close out the Firestone Mid Season Bash.
We still cannot count out another yellow, which will just take everything and just turn absolutely sideways and inside out. Sierra around Upton. The lap car, there is no longer a buffer between Sierra and Durrani, but I think Sierra's kind of used up his stuff as of late, so I think Durrani might, I'm not going to say he has this in the bag, but I think he has one of the best shots to possibly come home with the victory here.
We're going to have to see. Obviously, Durrani struggled a lot of the season, hasn't shown much the past couple of months, but obviously things can change. Brett Sierra has been an afterthought most of the season, but he's had a decent day here today. Had an okay first race, has had a great second race. Obviously Brandon Nelson, even though he's probably not going to get the win, he's going to get another third, and I think he may have a shot at taking the points lead coming out of this race. Here we go. It's 13 laps to go here at South Boston. It's Ryan Durrani, Brett Sierra. One of these two is going to win it. The question is, does Sierra have enough time? He seems to just not quite have the speed in the center of these corners, and it's costing him to Durrani. Gap at the line, though. 0.6 of a second. He's chipped a little bit off of there. See if that 3-car holds him up.
He is holding him up just a little bit. I think Durrani is trying to be as calm as he can. As calm as you can be when you're wielding a 2-ton stock car around the South Boston Speedway, but he's going to go to the inside of Alpha B, and I think if he can get this buffer here, it might be just enough, as Minnick is going to try and go to the inside. He's going to post the 77 way up the racetrack, and that might have been it right there.
That might have been Sierra's day right there. Durrani's got over a second lead now, barring a mistake. That's almost an insurmountable lead in less than 10 laps here at South Boston. They're just chugging along. I haven't seen anybody dart to pit road, so I don't think that's going to become an issue here. So Durrani, Minnick just obviously trying. Minnick knows too, because obviously these two, Minnick and Hamid, they know right there that Christopher Alphabe's in 10th place. So that's a point if they can get there. That could be huge, big momentum for them getting that top 10. See Durrani though, kind of slow off the corner, but doesn't really matter. He's got a buffer of 2 slow lap cars in between him. See Nelson still there, trying to see if he can maybe get back onto the podium here and gain those extra points. It's going to be 6 laps to go here as they've crossed the stripe here. Definitely one of the weirder races we've ever seen here today, but Ryan Durrani just checking out there, hitting his marks. 5 laps to go for this driver, the number 38 machine at the line.
5, count him, 5 to go for Ryan Durrani. He's got a 2-car buffer, I believe 3-car buffer over Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy, he's not going to be as angry as he is usually, but he's still going to be kind of disappointed coming second place finish or just a podium finish, because Brandon Nelson trying to get every available point that he can get if he wants to take this points lead coming out of South Boston.
Here we go, though. Going to be 3 laps to go at the stripe. Obviously, American Motorsports, your team, they won at Twin Ring with Casey Clifton, and then obviously some things happened. But William Brock then won at Homestead in his first race, so the 34 camps had a lot of winning this year. The 38 team, not quite as much luck. They've had a lot of stuff missing throughout the year, but Ryan Durrani just chilled most of the race, played a bit of some strategy. Making sure he's in that right group, when to pit, when not to pit. He's going to come and see the white flag one more time around for the 38 machine, trying to get Pontiac Ty Stewart Grattan Motorsports for 3 wins on the season. Score his first career win Heading down the back straightaway one final time through 3 and 4, and checkered flag. Ryan Durrani's going to close out the Firestone Mid Season Bash and win round 14 of the season here. Fitzy's going to come home second. Brandon Nelson third. Double podium for Australia. Brett Sears fourth. Robbie Noonan is in fifth. Take a look there through the rest of the field. Patrick Smith got his way up to 6th position in a torn-up race car. Great drive by him. Igor Barretto's going to come home in 7th. Yep, that's going to be 7th for him. Chase Harris in the 97 car will come home in 8th. Colton Yo and Usmain Hamid. Like we were saying, those lap guys there that they were fighting around, they were fighting for something. Usmain Hamid is going to score the final point here today. He'll round out the top 10. This closes out the Firestone Mid Season Bash here at South Boston Speedway. Take a look there. Durrani, Fitzy, Nelson, your podium. A ton of drivers a lap down. Not as many guys out of the race as in the day cap. Overall, a little less calamity. It was a lot more strategy and weird things going on in this race here. But final thoughts here from the South Boston Speedway here today. Definitely a unique race here tonight to close out this day-night doubleheader.
It definitely was a very weird and unique race here to close out the doubleheader here at the South Boston Speedway. Obviously, Ryan Durrani was quiet in the first 2/3 of the race, I would say, but really came alive on that final long green flag run. Fitzy coming up oh so close, but Brandon Nelson, boy oh boy, he was definitely the biggest winner out of all of that. All 3 guys that were ahead of him in the points, Josh Williamson, Angel Olvera, and Dale Lightning. All 3 of them taken out, obviously. Angel Olvera and Ryan Durrani, no, not Ryan Durrani, Josh Williams, I should say, were taken out that nasty accident off of turn 2, and then camshaft malfunction for the 27, I believe that was. Just took him out early. Yes, it was indeed a camshaft. So Brandon Nelson, I think there is a good chance that if he's not the points leader, he is going to be very, very close in that 18 car.
Yeah, Brandon Nelson, obviously nobody in front of him gained points, so he's going to add 15 points to his resume for this season. That's going to move him to 77 points. That'll move him to 3rd in points, and he's going to be less than 10 points off the leaders. So definitely, even though he didn't win, that's a great weekend for him and Stuart Grattan Motorsports. They are absolutely, I'm pretty sure they're going to extend their lead by a pretty good amount here in the owner's points, given that American Motorsports was only at 88 coming into the night race. Stuart Grattan Motorsports should be up over about 180 points or 145 points here. But taking a look, obviously, that does it here for us at South Boston tonight. Next week we head to the Dover Motor Speedway for the Dunkin' Donuts 400. I guess thoughts heading into that race. Obviously, we know strange things can happen when you show up at Dover.
Oh, definitely. Just they don't call it the Monster Mile for no reason, or the Concrete Canyon. That is going to be a very, very entertaining race to watch. I know my race at Dover, the Mission Barbecue Cup Series with the ICR cars, that was definitely something to watch. So I think the drivers aren't really going to have a good time. They're going to be up on the wheel there at the Monster Mile. But us watching at home and those just watching in the grandstands, they're going to be in for a great one there in Dover, Delaware.
Now that'll definitely be Dover. Any Monster Mile, always a fascinating race here in the offline world. But that does it here for us tonight. Obviously, we had a great weekend all together here. Congratulations once again to Scott Upton for winning in the day. Ryan Durrani wins here at night. That does it here for us, though, tonight. On behalf of Trey Wright, Matt Tuck, thank you for tuning in. Congrats to Ryan Durrani. Points are after this. We'll see you guys next week.